What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week the 540 bounty is the Combustor Valus located over on Mercury. Now before you get started though, make sure you have the bounty. You can buy this directly from Spider and it will cost you 5 ghost fragments. This bounty will give you powerful gear and it also gives you a chance of getting Lord of Wolves if you have not gotten that exotic shotgun just yet. So once you have this bounty, make your way over to Mercury and you want to head over to the Lost Sector. So we're going to grab this adventure and get started. Now the other thing too is before I run down here, I do want to take a brief moment to look at my loadout. I am on my Hunter this time, and I'm using the Blade Barrage, and I'm hoping that that does a lot of damage versus this guy. I'm using a unique loadout here. I have Bad Omens, I have the Grenade Launcher. I believe this guy has a Void Shield, but I'm not entirely sure, so this could backfire. But I wanted to use weapons that I think you guys would most likely have when it comes to the heavy ammo and the special weapons. So this is what I'm using. Anything is really going to work out here though, because this guy's not too difficult. So let's make our way down into the Lost Sector and see exactly what we're going up against. Now normally this is a Vex Lost Sector. And here's our buddies. Well, we know because it's the Combustor Valus that we'll be going up against a Cabal enemy here at the very end. Here's our buddy, Subterranean Mine. He's a bit worse for wear. And he's going to be really bad here in a second. Alright, so he is down for the count. But we still have a lot of enemies to take out. So I think it's best to take these guys out. And that way you have a lot more room to operate once you get down to the main guy. It's also good too, just in case you haven't quite gotten a super yet or heavy ammo. This is a nice way of getting started with that too. Because this is on Mercury, it is a little bit harder to get a flag to rally to because of the infrequency of the public events. So this is also a nice way of making sure you're fully stocked when it comes to super and heavy ammo. And actually, as it were, in order to go forward, I need to take out all these guys anyway. So there isn't really much you can do in terms of rushing through this one. Alright, so with these guys taken out, a couple more guys here to go through. There we go. So once those guys are taken out, this opens up. And our buddy's going to be right over here to the left. He's inside that little solar shield, solar dome. So let's take out these other guys first. Phalanx is my most hated enemy from the Cabal. Alright, let's keep going. I believe this guy is like a named incinerator guy. And there's our buddy right there. Looks rather menacing. Alright, so the Blade Barrage took out nearly half of his health. So if you want to be really safe, what you could do is just hold back here and wait till your super comes back. But let's not do that. Let's go for the glory. Alright, so there are some snipers back there in the distance, so be careful with those guys. You don't want to hang out too long inside the solar area because that will slowly take you down. Alright, there we go. So the key thing here, guys, is make sure you come in with a super. You saw that that took down nearly half of his health. The other thing too, if you have Bad Omens or any Void rocket launcher, that's going to be your safest play of going in there and not getting too close to the enemy. I suppose a linear fusion rifle would work too, but I would recommend using something like Bad Omens. If you don't have Bad Omens, maybe you did Leviathan from year one, and you have since the past, that would be a viable substitute here, of course. That's still a good rocket launcher to use in year 2, but more than likely you may have at least one of these rolls here. If not, then just check your other inventory. I could have probably taken them down with Fighting Lion as well, and I'm sure you may have that by this point in the game. So, wanted to make this video. This was the 540 Spider Bounty. This is the Combustor Valus. Before we sign off, though, let's see what we get from that. And I got a cloak. I don't know if that helps me out, actually. Yeah, sadly, I needed a chest piece or a helmet to get up to 650. But no big deal. It is powerful gear nonetheless, and hopefully you guys get something good from this, guys. So let me know if this is helpful. Let me know what you guys get in the reward. And also, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you up soon.